Hello. Okay, first in a little mini series, I'm going to call it Traveller's Tales. I've decided to make a video, this first video, about what has the travelling life brought to me. And obviously I've covered this to a degree in certain things, but this is just to kind of encapsulate it now that I've got time, a little bit of time to sort of look back, think back, reflect, things like that. The travelling life for me, it's going to be different for everybody, but the travelling life for me, what it's brought is, I don't think anybody's free, but it's brought a sense of freedom. And that can only be explained if you actually do the life, if you do the travelling life, it can only be explained then. It's so difficult to explain, but you can turn the key whenever you want, you can drive off whenever you want. You are sidestepping the system to a degree. You are a step out of the norm, society, whatever you want to call it. So all that brings about a change, a huge change within you, I think for me, not having an employer to worry about or anybody else really to worry about other than my priority is my dog first and then me second. But not really having anything major to worry about. You have a worry less time of it, a stress-free sort of time of it really, There's all the usual, because living in a house, living in a van, whatever, they all bring whatever they bring into your life. So obviously in a van you've still got the MOT or tax or insurance, you've still got to earn some form of an income. Although not very much really. I know people get by on 50 quid a week. So if you want to live debt free, if you want to pay all your bills off, if you don't want to worry about money, if you want to feel that you're more free, if you want to experience wonderful times, the van life has that in abundance. It really does. I've got no regrets. 4 years. Well, the only regret I've got, I wish my health was better and I wish that I could continue. I can't, so we have to accept that, face facts and move on. But I've got no real regrets apart from that. Nothing whatsoever that I could actually think of. And somebody said about the pros and cons. I've always found it very, very difficult to say about the cons because I'm not sure. What, cold feet for a few months of the year? I don't know. What has a van life brought to me? It's brought new friends. I've experienced so much in the last 4 years. This country is an amazing country. And if you're from another country, you may look at England or the UK or Great Britain, whatever you want to call it, you may look at it as just being a flat sort of quiet land, or you may think that it's city to city to city, and it's far from that. I've parked up at locks in Scotland, and I've parked in lakes like Ullswater in Cumbria, and with mountain views and views of waterfalls in Wales. And I've been to Cornwall and Devon, and as I say, Wales across that way, and then Norfolk across that way, and right up as far as like the Isle of Skye and Ullapool. Some amazing places. Absolutely amazing places that I would not have experienced had I had not owned Ishi and done the travelling life. And to sleep in those places, to wake up in those places is beyond belief. Again, you'd have to do it to know really what I'm on about. Some magical, magical times, hundreds of magical times. The people, I think there's like a nicer sense of community within the van life. As far as I'm concerned, I've heard that it's not according to a couple of other people, but for me it's different altogether because I've known travellers most of my life really, lots of different travellers, New Age travellers, even gypsies, and I suppose there's a new breed of traveller in a way, which is like van dwellers, I suppose we might call them, So I know them as well. There's lots and lots of different people that I've met over the years, and I've had a phenomenal time sharing barbecues and fires and stories around the fire at midnight, and somebody gets the guitar out and plays a few tunes, and it's brought more into my life than I could ever say. I think a sense of peace, a sense of tranquility and harmony and quiet. You know, I'm a very quiet person. My dog is a very quiet person. I say person, do you know what I mean? He's hardly a dog. Sorry, I keep moving the camera, but you know. Yeah, it's brought this quiet, beautiful way of being about us, you know. If you go into the van life and you're a workaholic, or if you're always on the go, or if you're stressed, the van life brings something into you that just calms you down and just makes you, I don't know whether it's appreciate nature more, I don't know what it does, but it just brings a quiet energy kind of within you and around you. And you experience things, as I say, you experience things that you would never ever really experience living in a house. So would I recommend it? Well, yeah, 100%. The van life has brought to me friends, adventures, new experiences, new way of looking at life as well. You know, I've had many conversations with people that I would never have met had it not been for the van life. I would have never experienced the van life through their eyes, and also to understood or stand a little bit of their lifestyle. Absolutely incredible. Some beautiful, beautiful people out there. They really are. I've loved it. And apart from my health, there are no regrets whatsoever. 4 years, and I would have loved to have done it for longer. I think, and I've said, everybody really should give it a go if you can. There's always reasons why you can't really, and sometimes people make those excuses why they can't. But I do fully understand, of course, there are perfectly valid reasons why people can't. But if there is any way that you could give van life a go for a year or two or more, I would recommend it. I would, hand on heart, recommend it. It's wonderful. Being close to nature, seeing what I've seen, foxes, deers, badgers, owls, an eagle up in Scotland, birds of prey, just beautiful, beautiful quiet times. And it's brought this sense of peace into me, and it's taught me things like frugality. It's taught me to value people. It's taught me to be blessed and grateful for every moment of every day. It's a huge experience living the van life. A massive, massive transformation occurs within. Give it a whirl. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to make this little series called Traveller's Tales, if and when, really, just if and when things jump into my mind. So Traveller's Tales 1, what has the van life brought to me? Many, many, many things. And I've only just touched the tip of the iceberg, I think, with it in this video. Okay, so I'll be back whenever I'm back. Until then, try and be beautiful. Take care and be well.